problem to a point, and that's what we were talking with Sloop too. The big part is we're having a problem keeping interest in the gauntlet. Okay, not just as we wipe all the fucking time or anything else. We're having the problem with actually keeping our interest in the ads, and some of our problem is our brains are not staying on what they should. And I'm thinking, this is my whole plan of thinking here. Okay, if we free up the memory in our brains for the ad section, if we can get rid of all of that garbage, the ads just become repetitive, that we don't ever think about doing the ads because they're so easy. Make sense? So say this plate right here. See, I'm going to line a guy up by this, okay, and a guy up by this. All right. Then there'll be another guy right over here. Okay. Now, if you look at that map I sent you, it's kind of a dark dot to start right here, but it's all of this area. Okay. Anywhere this guy feels comfortable. Okay. This guy that we're putting here, my recommendation, it'd be a Titan and a veteran player. It can be a Warlock, a veteran player. It can be a Titan veteran player, but I would really prefer a Titan and a veteran player. The reason being is the guy in control of this zone, okay, his main goal is to stay alive. Okay, it's not to kill ads. It's not to shoot the fucking shit going around over there. It's to stay alive. Okay, but a Titan can play in this zone here where I'm about. Okay, toss my grenade over there. Shoot this door, toss my other grenade, shoot this door. Okay, he can stay in pretty much control as a Titan. Okay, with a Warlock, we only have one grenade one way or another. That kind of can be a bitch. But a Warlock can get it done because of the Arc Rift. Okay, now this is the easiest one to teach what's going on. So you want your veteran, preferably a Titan. Okay, and he's covering these two doors. His goal is to stay alive. Okay. Now, this plate over here, where I'm standing, this is what I'm calling your solid, your runner, whatever you want to call it, right here. Okay. We're going to base this off of normal mode. Okay. So, the same runner every round, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This does not have to be the runner every round, though. Okay, because that could change for challenge mode. But if it is challenge mode or prestige mode or any other fucking mode, okay, this guy is always staying here, and this guy is always staying here. Okay, so when once the guy comes out and you know he's out of the door here and he's running towards the middle, at that time, the runner should be saying reset. Okay, at that reset point, you're gonna hear them say reset. This guy's gonna come here. That guy's going to get ready on his plate, his setup position. Okay? The runner's going to go in, dunk the ball, and he's going to come right back here. Okay? Now, the runner's job for the ads, what he's going to do. Okay? And this is where me and Sloop and Doctor were talking about this too. We're going to make this a little bit of a game. Okay? We gotta keep their interest in the gauntlet outside of, oh my god, it's boring, we keep screwing it up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes. There's a good chance we're going to be in here forever. It happens all the time. But if we can make being in here fun, then it's not so bad being in here. Okay? And once we can do that, we can start getting out of this room faster and faster and faster. Okay? With random teams, with teams that have weak players, teams that don't listen. If you can make it fun for the little parts, it'll all come together as a big part. Okay, so like here, say it was you right here and me over here. Okay, I'll be busting your balls, being like, I'm gonna beat you done with my door. You know what I mean? I get my door all fucking killed before you. Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? And then when I turn around, you're done and gone already. I'll be like, oh damn it, I have to do it faster next time. Okay, now as the runner coming from this door, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cross the room. Okay, so you're gonna come here. This is a minimum. Okay, The reason I say this is a minimum, because if you have a shitty player or a weak player or a player that just isn't confident on being over there, okay, this is the minimum spot. When your door is dead, when your partner's door is dead right here, the two of you, you have anywhere between 12 and 14 seconds of free time, okay? And in this room, that's a lot of time. So being right here, you can shoot that zone. And even being up here in this spot right now, that zone has a ton of good shot lines, okay? That's all this guy has to do. Now, for like me, I'm comfortable being all the way over here, knowing that I'm not going to go any further than right here, okay? I'm going to be shooting that boss when it comes out and getting back to mine as soon as I hear the buzzer, okay? But a minimum, okay, you're going to be right here, guaranteed. That way, you're shooting that zone. Now, this guy over here is basically doing the same thing, okay, except this guy is that plate right there. Okay, now what's going to happen is he's going to kill his ads as quick as he can. Okay, he's going to turn around and laugh at his buddy for being too damn slow. Then he's going to come over here. When he gets over here, he's going to be really working on these ads with this guy's plate. Okay? He's really, really working on these ads, clearing them out. Okay? Because now, when this guy gets here, there's two guys in the zone with a minimum guy standing on that barrier cross-scouting rifling the zone too. Okay, so technically, when that guy gets here, there's going to be 3 people shooting this zone. All right? Makes sense? So these ads are going to die really fast. What's going to happen at that point, once you see all the ads are dead, or the buzzer rings, okay, one of the two, you're going to get in about this position, okay? That boss is going to jump into the center. You're going to help either Gauntlet, or not Gauntlet, Axes and Sunplate kill their boss, okay? But while you're doing it, you're doing this kind of motion, okay? How I'm backing up here, I'm killing, blah, 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 using my primary. Okay, when you see that boss drop, you're going to turn and look for this plate's boss. At that time, either your runner is going to have this boss dead, or you're going to help him finish it off, okay? And then you just hop up to your plate. Okay? As long as you're doing everything as smoothly as that, okay? When this boss and that boss basically simultaneously drop, the runner is in position, this guy's in position, and that guy's in position. There is no time delay. Okay? Now, like Sloop was talking about earlier, he was saying about what if a player doesn't like the rotation method, or doesn't like the standing plate method, or any of that other stuff. This can be countered because this setup that I just walked everybody through is for the ads. It's to make the ads super, super easy. Okay, and like I was saying earlier, if we can get rid of the memory bank that we need for the ad part and just get rid of it, now I have the time saying, all right, I'm on cup plate. I'm going to be shooting the top every plate instead of, oh fuck, this ad's about to kill me. Make sense? Okay, if we can back that memory bank down and use less of it, it becomes easier. So now, the whole time we're in here, and this guy's running, so now we have 2 little mini games going on. We have this guy versus this guy playing around, who can kill their ads quicker. Okay, that's fun. Now, you also have the runners fucking around more because they're like, all right, dude, I'm going to fucking beat you through the gauntlet today. All right? Another thing I was pointing out to Sloop about that. We made a mistake. We did. All of us did. Pretty much everybody on YouTube did. We broke this room up into 2 teams. Okay? We aren't 2 teams. We're 2 groups in 1 team. That's the problem. Okay? I've already seen it many times where that team goes down and my team says, fuck them, we're not on that team. You know what I mean? That's team's problem, okay? That's why the float has such a hard time doing what they're doing, okay? But now we're getting rid of the float completely, okay? Everybody is helping everybody for the ads because we are, in theory, 1 team, not 2 groups, So doing so, when we see a guy go down, say Righteous just went down on the other side over there, okay? We all should turn and look at Righteous and say, all right, who's getting him? Okay? Because what'll happen is, say Righteous died 4 times, okay? Just in theory. We're all using our res tokens to get him. But I should not get wiped because of Righteous dying 4 times, because we have the res tokens to get him. Make sense? I should not be dead because the other team did not communicate they had no more res tokens. I should have been able, we all should have been looking and going, all right, who's getting him this time? Make sense? Not, oh, well, he's on the other team, not my problem. We all did that. I'm pretty sure every team on YouTube's done this, and it's the biggest problem we seem to have. Now, right here, another problem we have, tunnel vision. This is why I got rid of the float, okay? The float gets here, say I'm helping Righteous clear this plate. As a player, we all do it. It's tunnel vision, okay? I focus on an ad, and that's where I stay until that fucker's dead. Okay, then I move to the next closest one and do it again. All right? That's a problem. As a float, you were supposed to fucking shoot a little bit and then go help him shoot a little bit, come back, shoot a little bit. It's rare that we get players that can do both, okay, without getting tunnel vision. So instead of taking the tunnel vision away and trying to force somebody to do that, give it to them. Right here, stay here, focus fire this door. When your door is dead, move over there and help out. Same thing, vice versa. Okay? So now we don't have to teach players to get rid of that tunnel vision. We just have to teach them where to stand to use it. Make sense? Is there any questions on how the actual thing works? Like how the whole ordeal goes? You pretty good that way? Yeah. Yeah, we gotta find a way to do that. Because this room is dying very fast. Yes. Yes, it does. And it gets stressful too, because and like we were talking about earlier, say, right, just stay on the plate here for me. Okay. Into your running, okay? We're one group on the big team, okay? Now, as a group, we're trying to beat that other group at all times, okay? That's where we got to make it fun. We could wipe 300 times, but if it's my group versus that group, okay, now it becomes a sport. So now, instead of coming to the gauntlet and being like, oh, fuck, dude, I hate the gauntlet. I hate doing this. Now it's going to be, all right, I'm picking my team today. You come in, set up 2 captains. Okay, they pick their team, and you come over here, and you run the gauntlet. Okay? If they fuck up, that's fine, because it's on their group. Okay? So now it's my group versus your group. So now when I turn my sign red, okay, and you turn your sign green, now it's about who can get through and recover. Okay, because if we're doing standing plate, after these 2 plates, you got to trust that the other 2 people on the other side are going to get your guy through. I mean, they could dig you just to play around, but we all want to get through it in the end. But it's still, if you can't make it fun, then why are we even doing this?
Yeah.
And like when me and you were getting stressed that night, like I was telling Sloop earlier, okay, I was killing this door, all right. I forget who was on this door. Oh, James. James was on that door, okay. And then somebody was over here on this far door, over there, okay. That door was dead, and those 2 doors were dead. It was these ads that were getting the lucky shot halfway across the map and getting you, okay? Which, it wasn't that I was pissed off at you, it was I was pissed off in general because of this whole, I was coming from here, killing these ads, jumping up on this podium, and I definitely wiped. No, I didn't. All right, and jumping straight across for this door, and they were still getting you guys. Like I could not be any faster on getting those 2 doors. and yeah, there was a lot of stuff, and also I've noticed that Axe Plate always has lag. Like I never have been on Axe and not had lag.
Yeah, definitely.
So that I hate that plate. I really like Dog, but
Ha 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 ha.
yeah, there's no accident. Yeah, exactly though. But other than that, that's pretty much it. You can use any method for shooting the arrows, shooting scions, punching scions that you need for prestige, challenge, or normal. You can do standing plate, rotation plate, doesn't matter. Just the big thing that matters is this is going to save a lot of deaths off of clearing the ads. And ultimately that's the goal, because if I can't get out when we do the round 4 and we're all running, if I can't get out and res somebody because I used my res token earlier, it's going to be a team wipe. Especially if you're the first one out and there's 6 seconds left in the clock, but I don't have a res token, you just screwed the entire team. So, and like the biggest thing I like stressing now, and even when I'm playing with random people or with the clan, play the res over the ball. If you take the time to slam the ball, there's a good chance you won't get the res and we all die. But if you take the time for the res, there's a good chance the other guys will get out and be able to slam the ball and we win. So, as all of us except Righteous are admin, we need to be teaching that across the board. Play the res, not the ball.
Yep.
So, and that should just be a lock thing. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
You get like
What happens
5
is,
seconds for the scions, and it sucks.
yeah, what happens is you're talking about the runner dies inside, correct? Okay. It's not all the time, okay? Recently, I've noticed in the past couple raids, when somebody dies on the inside, another boss dude spawns out of one of these doors. That's what it's been doing lately. I haven't seen the Scion come up since month 1, okay? But yes, it used to. When I see the Scion come up now, it's because this guy was fucking around and didn't get to punch his Scion quick enough, and then the Scion spawns, which is a good habit for if you're on standing plate method, okay? It's a good habit that when he runs up and punches his Scion, whoever's on the other plate watches him punch his Scion. It's a good habit because when we go to prestige mode, you're already looking this way to shoot the Scions. Plus, if this guy is a complete fucking klutz with his controller and doesn't manage to get this dude, okay, you already have line of sight where that Scion's going to spawn. You're already staring at it, so that way you're able to gun it down, okay? Also, in that, saying that, okay, I always say I'm standing here, okay, and I'm shooting this plate, okay? That guy jumps up, punches his Scion, okay? I look at his plate, I watch him punch his Scion, and then I spin counterclockwise and check dog plate, okay? Because there's a chance that I may actually catch that Scion spawning on dog plate as well. And then I come back to swords. And by the time I make that whole spin, the guy's calling out what swords is. But as a group or a team and not 2 groups, it's all of our jobs to cover everybody's ass. It's not my job to cover Indy, and it's not Indy's job to cover mine. It's Indy's job to cover all the group, just like it's mine to cover all the group. We're a full team, but 2 groups. I'm not saying we don't still break up, but there's no need to mute anybody anymore. There's no need to actually push it down and force players to stay you three, us three. It's a full team, but two groups. That makes, I mean, it makes sense in my head, but yeah, yeah. And the harder part we're gonna have as a clan is teaching it to our members. Okay, and hell, that's why Righteous is recording it right now because we're gonna put it in the group chat. But
Yeah.
once we get it out there and get everybody on the same page and start forcing this, people are going to want to come to the gauntlet instead of the bathhouse and the dogs. And once we get that, this raid will blow up that people will be doing the raid nonstop, not just the group of us that do the raid every week and then help the rest of the people through and get stressed about it. Plus, this will also help us for guided games, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I actually have a thing for that too. When the first team goes in, they grab first, third, and fifth, which is the line. The ones that are
Yes.
taking the second and fourth jump over the line
Yeah.
because it
That
doesn't take
that
the ball.
seems to be working. Yeah. Just make sure you land. Okay, so if you're on 2 and 4, okay, technically you would have 6, air quotes, okay? You're going to jump over that line. At the line, there's always a middle pillar in the hole. Jump for that pillar because I've already had it to where I've ran through the line and fell in that hole and died. It's already killed me there. Another way that you die on the inside is when you're next to somebody when they explode.
Yeah.
That sets yours off too. Yeah, that's another big one that sets it off. Once you have your groups figured out on who's taking what wall, the only difference between normal and prestige is prestige mode only has 3 balls per wall compared to the normal 4. It's the only difference. I find it easier to call it out too. So like, say the 3 of us were a team. On the first wall, it's not a big deal, but on the second and fourth wall, whoever's getting those, it's easier to say Shadow calls out first, Indy calls out second, Righteous calls out third. Because, yes, we do kind of favor the lane that we're in, left, middle, right, blah, blah, blah. We do favor that, but there is a lot of times I see on the second and fourth wall that they're all stacked in one column. I've seen that happen a lot. So you got to really be paying attention. Another thing is don't clamber up those walls. Those walls, if you clamber up them, you actually grab 2 orbs, and it screws you. So, like, if yeah, go ahead. When I see a column like that, what I do is I always go for the lowest one if I'm the first call out, or the next one up, or the one above that. After, depending on where I am in the call out order, because when they're in a column and I take the bottom one, okay, now whoever's going to take the middle cannot clamber up and take out my orb too. Make sense? So if you always start, yeah, if you always start from the bottom and work your way up, they can't double and take 2 orbs and let you with nothing. So I've been trying to do that more and more.
Hey,
All
Shadow, are
all
you
that
watching
stuff's
this or
still theory working on.
no?
No, I have it shut off right now, so I don't hear myself echo.
Okay.
But other than that, I really don't have anything. Inner, you have anything else to add to our video here? And what else did we change? Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
like how do we fix that? Is that what you're meaning? Or how do we avoid that? It yeah, and I think that's some of that clamber thing that I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could be perfect, dude. Like I can jump through the hole above it. Okay. Like say the whole bottom row is things, and I jump through the middle hole. Okay. I might have just fucked you because I might have jumped too close or clambered up the hole, and I took the orb anyway, even though I didn't go through the hole. Okay. So like as somebody that should not be getting that wall, we should be taking the furthest fucking blank hole away from anything else. Like we should not be anywhere close to an orb. So if there's say the upper left corner is completely blank for a 2 by 2 square, okay? That's the zone that I want to go through because it's the cleanest and it's away from everybody's orbs, okay? You don't want to go through say there's one on the bottom, one on the other side and one in the middle. I don't want to slide through the bottom hole hoping I don't hit somebody else's orb. You want to stay as far away as possible because there is that chance to steal their orb and not even mean to. And I do see that happening a lot. I mean, it happened that night with James. Somehow he had 10 orbs, and there wasn't even 10 orbs in that whole run.
Yeah. Okay. Um, what happened to Shadow? Probably. Alright.
Cut the video.
Alright, now I'm no longer doing it. What the hell? Alright, let's see what happened here. Yeah, something's going on with network. It might be PlayStation messing around.
I don't know if you heard me right, just cut.
Yeah, I know.
You you are now party owner.
Everyone just leave the fucking party. Fuck this. Alright, what happened? uh. Alright, man. Alright, guys.
Hey guys, this is a clean and better way to run the gauntlet.
Yeah, I'll try to be on. Yeah. Alright, guys. Have fun. Thanks for watching.